Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Just a side note before we begin, if you can hear any talking in the background or any crazy noises in the background, I am so sorry. We are in the process of moving right now, so it is a little difficult to find the time to record with some peace and quiet. Just bear with me for the next little bit. Also, as you may have noticed, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have stopped recording 2 videos a week and I have gone down to 1, and that is purely because of the moving process, and a couple months later I'm going to be moving. So just bear with me through this time, guys. I promise I will get back to 2 videos a week. It just might take a couple of months. But enough of that, let's get into the video, what you came here for. So today's video, we are going to be talking about extensions, and we are going to be talking about how to blend extensions into natural hair. So some of you may know from my previous videos, but I have been trying to grow my hair out while I have been on this curly girl journey, whatever you want to call it, and it was really difficult for me because I have always had long hair, and when I chopped it off, I didn't realize how much I would miss my old hair, and I'm not a very patient person, so extensions really helped me. And for a while when I had my extensions, you know, I was curling my hair with them to make them look legit, and after a while I wanted to go back to wearing my hair natural, and I was thinking, okay, but I still want my hair to be long, because with 2A hair, let's be honest, it's really hard to make it look good short. Some people can do it, but I could not. It just looked like straight with like maybe one like wave. So I noticed when I was washing my extensions that it had a bit of a curl to it, so I thought, well, let me just try to see if I can get some wave out of these extensions, and lo and behold, I did. So I started wearing my hair natural with extensions in. So today I'm going to be taking you through how I get my extensions to look good with my natural hair. I really don't use my extensions that much anymore because I like the length of my hair right now. I mean, I'm still wanting it to grow, but the length that it's at right now, I don't really mind. But I thought that maybe some of you guys would want to see that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so here are my extensions. I got 2 different packs from Sally's. They're 2 different brands. I will find them and link them down below for you. But as long as they match your hair, it doesn't really matter what brand you get. Just make sure they are 100% real human hair. So I am going to brush through each individual strand, and I'm going to be washing each individual strand because later when I add the stylers in, if I separate them after I do that, they will end up getting fluffy and they will lose their definition. So then I'm going to run this under some water, and I'm going to grab my Prose shampoo. I have a video up on my channel that is reviewing the Prose hair care line, so I will link that somewhere in this video. Any shampoo will work as long as you are just getting rid of any product buildup, and at this point, if your extensions are new, you really could skip this step, I guess, and you could just wet your extensions and go through the products. But I mean, I would maybe just be extra careful and shampoo just in case there are any products on there that they use to get them super straight like they come in the pack. So then I'm going to take my conditioner and I'm going to put that on my strands. Notice how I am not taking a huge amount of this conditioner because I'm not using it on a whole head of hair. I'm using it on like 1/10 of my hair. So just think about that when you are washing out your extensions, that you just need a small amount of all of these products. So then I'm going to take my wet brush and I'm going to brush the conditioner through the strand, and I'm going to do a little bit of a squish to condish after I get this tangle out. I am basically just doing whatever I would do on my hair in the shower with my extensions, just with a little bit less product. And notice how they are already kind of starting to curl up a little. These are not going to get super curly, but they're just going to have a bit of wave that will make them blend with your natural hair. One thing I wanted to point out at this point is that I'm kind of laying my hair in this circular motion in my hand. I don't know if you can notice. I'll try to find a time when I'm doing it to point it out. Of course, I'm not going to do it now. Right here. See how I'm doing that? I do that in order to help my hair kind of retain the curl I want it to have. So I'm going to just lay each individual strand aside, and I'm going to finish working on the rest of my hair, and I'm just gonna speed right through this because I do the same exact process on every single strand and it can get kind of boring. So now that I am done washing my extensions, I am going to take the Pros Curl Cream, any cream will do, and I am going to use the tiniest bit of this. I'm sorry, I forgot to show you how much I used, but I'm just going to use the tiniest bit of this. I'm going to try to wrap it around. I was struggling so hard to get it in its little circular motion, but I'm just squishing this into my hair. And the struggle is real, guys, with this circular motion. Normally I can do it so much better, but I'm gonna make sure that is in my hair thoroughly, and then I am going to take a t-shirt or a microfiber towel and I'm going to squeeze out the excess water. Then I am going to take the Curl Talk mousse and I'm going to put just a little bit. I show you the amount of that one, thankfully. And I am going to put that in my extensions. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the cream and I'm just going to squish it if I can get it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to squish it into my hair, making sure it is thoroughly saturating my hair. I've been incorporating mousse a lot more lately, thanks to a subscriber of mine, and it has actually worked pretty well for me. So then I'm going to take the sculpting gel from the Curl Talk line, and again, just a small amount, and I'm going to coat this over my extensions and I'm going to squish that in as well. It's kind of the same process for all three of the products, so pretty simple. It just is a little time consuming. So I'm then going to take my t-shirt or microfiber towel again, and I am going to make sure that all of that excess water is out because my extensions are going to be hanging to dry instead of diffusing. I don't want them to get weighed down at all. So then I'm going to take this lovely contraption that is a clip hanger, and I'm going to put my extension in one side and I will fill the other side with another extension later. So yet again, I'm going to speed through this process because I just do the same thing over and over again. So after I'm done with the products and the hanging and the throwing of products because I couldn't seem to hold on to them, I'm going to hang up my extensions on my shower curtain rod, and then I'm going to give them one last squeeze with my towel. Just again, I just want to make sure that they don't get weighed down. And after that, I am just going to leave them to dry for the next day, and then I will check in with you guys. so as you already know, it is the next day. You can diffuse your extensions if you would like. I just think it's easier to actually hang them up so I don't have to sit there, because these things take forever to dry. I don't want to have to sit there for like hours on end diffusing extensions. So I just do this and I'm good to go. So let me just grab an extension rod. So I'm gonna just unclip them, and as you know, I put some mousse and gel in there, so they are very crunchy feeling. So I'm going to scrunch out the crunch just like I would with my hair. Now you can see they're getting very fluffy and they're pretty curly. I mean, for 2A hair, this is perfect. And if you don't have 2A hair, first off, with curly hair, everyone has a bunch of different patterns in their hair anyway, so I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal. But also, a trick that I'm going to do in a second will help with that if your hair is maybe a tighter curl pattern. So I'm just going to continue to take these off. And scrunch. And I have had these extensions for about a year now, so they last for a long time. Even, I mean, I heat styled these before, and if you don't heat style these, man, they will last for forever. All right, this is my last pack of extensions. These extensions, as you can tell, they look slightly different from these, the curl pattern, and that is because they're a different brand. So the brand does kind of determine your curl pattern, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know how this is possible, but it is. So maybe they get curly haired people to donate their hair. So now that I'm done fluffing them out, it is time to put my extensions in my hair, and I'm going to create 4 different rows starting at the base of my neck going up. I have 6 pairs of extensions, but there's 2 rows that have double extensions in them so that they go all the way around my head. So I'm gonna try to show y'all this as best as I can. Hopefully it'll go well. So what I do first is I take like where my earlobes are and I draw a straight line, or straight-ish, back. And I carefully separate it because, you know, we're not trying to break our curls up too much, but this will give you more of a fluffy style, so it won't be as defined. So here's what it looks like in the back. I don't know how straight that is, but I mean, it's straight enough. So if you have shorter hair than mine, a good thing to do is to take this section and twist it around and pin it so that you can't see it poking through. I am going to take my smaller 3-clip extension that is a longer length. They all kind of run together at this point, but your longest length, and I'm going to place it in the back and clip. Then I'll let my hair down and I'm going to repeat-ish. So now I take basically like right at the top of my ears and I draw the straight line back and try to carefully. And if you need any touching up of your hair, your real hair, later, I just spray like a beach spray in it. But then I get one of my longer 3-prong. This clip is kind of coming off. They're a little jank now. But if you can tell, I wish I had them side by side because maybe you could tell a little more. But this one's slightly longer than the other one because now we're getting into a bigger part of my head. And I'm going to put that right on the line. Here we go. And now I'm going to take about like an inch or half an inch up from my ear. Ow. Sometimes I get my hair stuck. Gently rip my hair out. And I am going to, again, part it and try to gently separate my hair. My hair does get fairly straight. That looks pretty good though. So now I'm going to take 2 sets of clips. These are similar in length, but one's smaller than the other. So I had 2 clips that were like smaller and 2 clips that were bigger in this set alone. So then I'm going to take it and I'm going to, trying to look in viewfinder here, I'm going to take it and I'm going to start it right here. Now notice I'm not going all the way to right here because you're gonna be able to see the clip, but I'm going fairly close. And then I'm just gonna take that around as far as it goes. So it only goes to there. And that's why we get another one. So then, doing the same thing on this side, you take it close, but not all the way. And then these kind of overlap just fine. And then repeating the process one more time. I take it a little, so here's where my other clip is. I take it slightly above. Ow. Make sure, unlike me, make sure that you are not clipping your clips to the hair that's like above, because then it gets really hard to part. So I'm having to rip some of my hair out. Don't do as I do. But then, so you want a little bit of hair at the top to cover these clips. So make sure there's about like half an inch or like a quarter of an inch. I don't know, how much hair is that? Make sure there's about that much hair to place on top so that your clips aren't seen. I'm loosely twisting that, like be careful, try not to manipulate your curls in too many ways. So now I'm taking my last set, and if you have shorter hair, I would recommend, again, I had more extensions than I do now, but I would recommend placing them slightly closer together, and then that last layer will be shorter and then it'll blend better. But I'm taking, I have like a really long one in this one and then like a really short one. And I'm clipping. And I am going to place up here. And if you have a side that has more hair like I do, so today it's over on this side, that's where the shorter extensions really come in handy, because they can kind of, you can continue on this side. Last one, I'm going to go here and here, and notice how they're kind of meeting. Sorry, I didn't show you that round. All right, and then let your hair down, put them together. And voila. So this is the finished result. It feels weird to see myself in these after so long of not using them. I've used them, but to like do hairstyles, if you've seen my hairstyle video, then you will know that I use my extensions for hairstyle in that to make it longer. But I have not actually like put these in quite some time. And I feel like I look crazy, like, but awesome. So at this point, if you have some pieces of your hair that maybe aren't blending as well, or maybe this is like the 3rd time you've worn your extensions and they're starting to lose their curl, I would recommend a curling iron. I would get one close to your curl pattern. So these smaller ones do really well to kind of mimic a natural curl. Don't go crazy and curl all of your extensions like this because they will not look natural. But if you just place a few, like let's say I wanted to fix this one and I would just kind of twirl it, let it go, good to go. This one is by Conair. I mean, I've had it since high school. I remember being in theater shows and using this thing on my hair and looking like a crazy person, but it was the style back then. I would recommend using this. You don't have to use it on your real hair, so don't worry about that. You're not adding heat to your hair, just your extensions. I mean, they're not your hair, so it doesn't really matter. You can use this on your hair if you would like to blend a little more with your extensions. You can take it and take your extension or take your real hair with your extension and twirl it all together. Another thing I might do at this point, if my hair has kind of lost a little bit of its curl, honestly, I feel like it is blending really well right now. I'm really surprised. But if it has lost a little bit of its curl, I'll just take like a beach spray or that Curl Talk refreshing spray that is like my fave. I will take one of those and maybe like put it on my hair and my extensions together. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications down below so that you know every time I upload a new video. Let me know if you have any questions, if something was confusing to you during this process. I tried to explain as best as I could. I hope I did well, but if you need any more clarification, just leave a comment down below letting me know and I will try to answer you in the best way possible. I hope you have a great rest of the day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!